Red Bull's Helmut Marko has claimed that as many as 6 teams have exceeded the 2022 Formula 1 budget cap. His team, Red Bull Racing, were found in breach of the 2021 budget cap and have seen their aerodynamic testing allowance for the next year slashed by 10%. And have also been fined $7 million. The team aren't happy with the FIA's decision, and Marko believes that 6 teams have been in breach in 2022. Although Marko didn't say Red Bull and its sister team AlphaTauri were excluded from the potential list of candidates, it's most likely implied. So according to Marko, just 2 teams not run by Red Bull followed the spending rules in 2022. Marko is convinced that this year the budget rules have been flouted by the majority of teams. The reason, he says, is inflation, partly due to the war in Ukraine and subsequent rising energy prices. Inflation has happened all over the world, and so Formula 1 is also suffering from it. Inflation is something that was not calculable to that extent, Marko told Auto, Motor and Sport, especially when it comes to energy costs. I think the current status is that 6 teams are over this season's budget cap. Whether Marko is correct or not remains to be seen, and likely won't be known for nearly an entire calendar year, as the FIA only published their findings on the 2021 finances just recently. But it does beg the question as to where information regarding the finances from teams is being leaked from. Mercedes boss Toto Wolff of course spoke out about Red Bull's breach infringement before the FIA published their findings, and Marko has now done the same thing, raising the question of how private documents may have been leaked. Given the FIA's role of governing the sport, it's quite a shock that information such as financial records can be shared to those in power F1 teams, and that is something that quite frankly needs to stop. If Marko is correct and multiple teams are found in breach of the budget cap, then they must be punished. But in all honesty, the Red Bull advisor or anyone not in the FIA shouldn't know this information before it's been released by F1's governing body. What do you think of Marko's comments, and what are your thoughts on the financial leaks coming from the FIA? Do they need to be stopped? Because our opinion is they should. Let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you next time.